And we are back for our second and final segment of the day. Going to talk about Iona's chances in the NCAA MAAC tournament for the men's that began yesterday, where we saw St. Peter's upset, actually, Marist in the first round. Monmouth upset over, I believe they played Niagara.
Yeah.
Yes. Manhattan upset over Fairfield and a Monmouth win over Niagara. So that leads the matchups coming into today. Iona, the 1 seed, playing St. Peter's, the 9 seed. That's the game we're going to be focusing on in our show today.
Yeah.
Game tip-off, 7 o'clock on ESPN 3.
I think it's going to be an easy win. I don't like to ever overestimate a team, but Iona's been on a tear lately. I think they've won how many straight now?
7 in a row.
7 in a row. They're led by a senior point guard, Ricky McGill, who has a big history of winning in this tournament.
Never lost in it.
I think this experience is a lot that teams don't have. I think also with Tawan Agee, you bring in guys like that who are explosive players, coupled with a lot of the guys, and also Coach Klus, fantastic plays.
You can't bet on Klus. Like
I
just never bet against Klus.
I know, but so. I think it's going to be a win tonight. I really do.
I believe the same thing. In my opinion, the biggest thing that has helped Iona get over their early season struggles this year has been the production and the play out of junior small forward EJ Crawford, in my opinion.
Oh, excellent.
He has taken a big step since last season. Last season kind of got shadowed by McGill, by Roland Griffin, by a bunch of guys, Cedric Casimir, Zach Lewis. They had a bunch of guys that were able to score the basketball last year, and he kind of got...
Now he's the guy.
Now it's him and Ricky are the guys. And Klus has given him the reins to the offense. And there's times in a game where he'll just take over.
Yeah.
It's like they'll need a spark and 1, 3. It's just bang, bang, bang. You can't predict it.
I love the fast pace. I think that's going to be what sets them apart. And I think actually, if we're going to just move on a little bit ahead past the MAAC, and I don't like to jump the gun like this, but if they do get in the tournament, I think if they pull a good team, a good draw, which would be a lower end of the 1 or 2s, maybe even possibly a 3-seeded team in that tournament.
We're probably going to get a 15 or 16 if we get in, I would assume.
Assuming. If you pull a good draw against the team that plays low tempo basketball,
Virginia,
I can see an upset. I could.
Against Virginia, you think? Their defense,
if enough of our shots,
won't be able to score against Virginia.
If we take more shots than they do, I think quick possessions, ensuring that we get more possession, like overall.
Last year, my big thing when we were in the tournament last year, we got a draw against Duke.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, when you get a draw against Duke and they have Wendell Carter and Marvin Bagley on the inside.
And Grayson Allen.
And not even Grayson Allen. We have guys that match up with Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
When you have 2 7-footers
that we don't have.
We
didn't have last year.
We don't have one this year either.
We have 6'10" player, Andriha.
What is he going to do to Marvin Bagley? You know,
I hear what you're saying.
But when our tallest guy in the court last year for majority of the game was 6'9".
Yeah.
In TK Dogie,
we play small.
Yeah. But last year, my big thing was saying I have a friend who's a big UNC fan.
Mm-hmm.
I told him, you're lucky Iona didn't draw UNC because they were both 2 seeds, Duke and UNC. Because I think we would have had a good shot to beat UNC in the first round last year. Realistically, when their tallest guy is Luke May, he's 6'9", 6'10".
That's the kind of game.
That's the kind of matchup that we could win.
Yeah. So we just have to hope.
All right. Well, we got to get to the MAAC tournament first.
Yeah.
So, assuming Iona does move on and advances tonight, they will play Saturday against the winner of Rider versus Siena. Rider is the better team.
Yeah.
But Siena has such an advantage during these tournaments because they play a lot of their home games
at Times Union. I would say I'd rather draw Rider. I would rather draw Rider.
In my opinion, I'd rather draw Rider, even though they are a better team. But I could see Siena beating them.
Rider quite a bit.
We've handled Rider very well this year, but it's just that home factor for Siena. It gets me nervous.
Difficult. Yeah,
and then I could see us winning. I hope we win that game. That's going to be the one game. If we get past the semifinals this year, I think we're going to be fine because we're either going to play Quinnipiac or Canisius, in my opinion, in the championship. And Quinnipiac will be our toughest game.
That would be the toughest game. Canisius would be the best draw.
Ideally, I feel like we can handle almost every team in the MAAC currently. We're definitely the best team that I've seen play.
The toughest is Rider.
the toughest test before we get to the championship will be Ryder.
Yeah.
But I think the best game we're going to have to play to win is going to be against Quinnipiac. I just can't see, because in my opinion, we rely on AG too much.
Yeah.
And he's not a scorer.
Mhm.
We rely on close to 15 points a game from him.
Yeah.
And that's just not something that we're going to be able to do consistently. McGill's going to put up his solid 18, 8, and 6.
Yeah.
EJ is going to give you 20. It's all about Asante Guess putting up buckets, AG putting in buckets, Ben Perez hitting his threes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how everything turns out. Who do you think we're making the tournament again this year?
Yeah.
You think so?
I really do. I think there's a spark in this team. I think with the wins in a row, I think they're pumped up.
I hope so. I mean, I've had a debate all year, again, mentioning my friend who's a big UNC fan. Earlier in the season, I had told him that when you look at UNC's roster compared to Iona's, Iona stacks up better in majority of the categories. I said, Ricky is better than any point guard you have on your team. Yeah. I mean, Kobe White, it was at the beginning of the season. Kobe White now has been a very solid player. And then we just went down the list, and he agreed with me, but he still said we would still beat you because of coaching. And I said, don't underestimate Coach Clues.
That would be good. That would be a good draw.
I hope we get to draw UNC. I hope we do. They'll probably
100%.
steamroll us, but I just want to see it so I can have a little
bit of a
fun rivalry. But we'll see how they do in MAACs. I'm predicting tonight against St. Peter's, Iona 84, St. Peter's 68.
It's fair. I think they're going to win by a margin like that. Pretty similar.
That about wraps up our show and the segment for today. Sorry we had to cut it a little bit short. We got some places to be. The NFL segment ran a little longer than usual. Join us again next week, same time. Actually, probably not same time. It'll be Friday at 3. We were able to get on an hour earlier today due to a show cancellation. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave a comment down below. We'll try and answer it in our next show. That about wraps it up. From Brendan Exene and Jack Osterloff, we will see you later.
Great. Thank you.